keep dropping the hits. Turn up the volume, grab your favorite seat, so sit back right now and enjoy what's on screen. 58 live in the building, best crew out there filming. 58 live in the building, best crew out there filming. 58 live is the best in the business. Check out our live cast. You could be a witness, whether swing of the bat or a strikeout at home plate. No missing the action. There ain't no wait. The commentary keep you volleying, laughs and analysis of the competition, posting offline statuses. 58 live touches down, it's a score. In the red zone, tackle 7 more. You know it's a slam dunk, it's a shooting the score. You know the outcome, no defender can stop us in store. 58 live at the helm is the best in. 58 live at the helm is the best in. 58 live in the building, best crew out there filming. 58 live in the building.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some football here on a wonderful Saturday afternoon in February. Happy New Year 2025, a new month and a new year. February, where did it go there, Craig Chapman?
Well, I hope February is faster than January.
Buddy, it has less days, so I'll say no at this point, buddy. We're going to be here all day and all night. We got 3 games here, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be a lot of fun here. This is called the Golden Isles Bash. If you want to watch anything that deals with good old-fashioned football, this is it on that manner. So we got a 1, a 4, and a 7 matchup. It's going to be a lot of fun. Sit back and enjoy. And getting ready for this first game here, Jacksonville Blackhawks and Golden Isles Grizzlies. Grizzlies will be in the white. Blackhawks will be in the white, or in the black. And most importantly, this is a scrimmage. So what do you want to get accomplished, Craig, within a scrimmage?
You want to play everybody and answer the question of who are going to be my primary playmakers. I got to figure out if what I have designed my offense and defense to do, if they are as efficient as I think they are. And then we want to see just, as many game situations as you can.
Well, I mean, and this is really the kind of the first taste of good old-fashioned semi-pro football here in the Southeast. We have an opportunity next week to send a whole and gigantic crew down to Miami to kick off the Sunshine Bowl. And we'll have plenty of time to talk about here on the Score 58 Network about what's going to happen next week in those 6 football games. But you get 3 today. And when it's a scrimmage, I agree with you on that part. I mean, because you being a high school football coach, you always think about, hey, what can you get accomplished at the scrimmage? And do you like a spring scrimmage or a fall scrimmage?
I like as many times as I get to.
Anytime you get a chance to do that on that part.
I'd much rather. I think that in the spring, I'd rather play somebody else. Because by the time you get to the end of the 10 days,
right,
everybody knows what you're running.
Right.
So in the spring game, when you line up in a certain formation or you do a certain motion, if those guys on the other side have been paying attention for the past 9 days, then they understand what's coming.
Right. I definitely understand that on that
But
part.
if you're like, take us, for instance, if we played, Harris County or somebody like that, they're a higher classification than us, but, it would give us a chance to go against somebody in a different colored jersey and, what we would consider a stranger. And it gives you a chance to, watch how your players respond to playing somebody other than who you practice against, which is a big deal.
And when you look at, like, Jacksonville Blackhawks, they're part of the EAFL.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get rosters here shortly. We're working on that. That's our goal. Because it's a scrimmage, sometimes jerseys change in that. But these are the teams that are playing here out of the Elite American Football League. If I said that correctly or incorrectly, I apologize. I'll do my –
It's Elite, the amateur football.
Amateur?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. No, Elite American Football League.
Is it really?
Yeah. I did a good job, man.
Well,
I got that right.
I was just reading it off of what they wrote on their website.
I understand that. I got the the Elite American Football League.
There we go.
Yeah. EAFLUSA@gmail.com if you want to look into them, or go onto their website, EAFLUSA.com. This is where the Jacksonville team is located. Their first game does start off on the 22nd. I love the 352 Wild Tigers.
Sounds interesting,
It does. Like I said, I'm like, the Brevard Raptors, North Florida Warriors, and Central Florida Colts, Hernando. Thank you. Venezuela. County Hawks, Gainesville Ducks, Georgia Cobras, who we'll see here tonight. Brevard Raptors again, and then Orlando Lightning. So they only play one team twice. That's pretty good on that part.
That Cobras game, you'll find out a lot about yourself. They're normally pretty good.
They're defensively strong. But what's interesting here is you can we got 2 buys on this. Okay.
3.
No. 2 buys on Jacksonville.
Oh yeah.
So you got 3 on good old fashioned Golden Isles. So you'll see if they play anybody within that part, or those other teams that possibly that Blackhawks of Jacksonville played are different ones. But they're the West Florida Apes. Interesting. Haven't seen that Daytona Beach Broncos, Polk County Rise.
I think that some of these games require a road trip.
Buddy, they seem like they're a good distance.
They are.
But, I mean, for that one, I'm like, hey, like my man Robert, who's on site right now, Robert Reed, he's our drone specialist and our 50-yard line specialist. He said, I want to go to the beach, so I'm going to leave a little early. So he left out early morning, so he wanted to take some beach in.
Are they right off the coast of Brunswick today?
Yeah, it is. Like if you were to bring it up on this part, I don't think he'll get the drone that high so you can see the ocean, but it's fairly close.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I bet it's beautiful down there because it's pretty beautiful here right now.
It is. When we do the sunshine next week, I heard temperatures in the high 90s.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's unbelievable.
I'm telling you.
90s?
90s. We won't state that just yet, but across
in the
that
90s.
In the 90s.
What?
But this particular league has 3 different leagues involved here, and this is a scrimmage-based game. So with that in mind, you hope that you get 4 quarters, but you might not. Based on that, we'll have a running clock up there for everybody. Craig's going to be calling the game. I'll be producing on the back end. We have Jennifer, Dylan, and Jennifer, Dylan, and Maya on the production piece for the 3 games, and we'll have a little fun here on the Score 58 Network. We're live across the board on YouTube and Facebook and on Vimeo. So if you want to stream it live from your TV, Vimeo and YouTube is your best option, but we will stay live on this link. So we'll end after each game and then restart it because it's always fun to have an end and a beginning across that. Doing that on that one. Craig, I'm going to blow your mind at halftime.
Please don't.
I will, buddy. I'm going to have some fun, man.
It's been a long 2 weeks, man.
Buddy, I can, and that's what I'm going to ask you some questions about long weeks because I know it's been a long 2 weeks for you because Georgia never experienced snow, so when they do, the world shuts down, and then you have to figure it out.
Yeah, and you have to reschedule games.
Yes. I mean, I filmed a team that played 4 straight basketball games in a row.
So did I. I played 7 straight in a row.
No, when you say 7.
I mean 7 consecutive school days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday,
but
Wednesday.
you still had Saturday and Sunday off.
Yes, but you understand what I'm saying.
I do. I grasp the stuff that you're putting down now.
We played 7 games in 9 days.
So you only had Saturday and Sunday off to breathe.
Actually, when we played, probably the best basketball we've played in 3 years.
Well, it's consistency.
Yeah, you get.
You get on a rhythm. It's the whole bye week conversation that everybody talks. In that part. I mean, I will say this. I mean, we were working with a team that they played literally, if I'm not mistaken, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was their tournament game. And it was 4 straight games.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, it was. Yeah, but it was more of a, hey, let's get this over with.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. So it was like, hey, can we play Saturday or Friday? Let's play Friday. And they only had 7 players on their team.
Well, buddy, that's like I played – on last week, I think I averaged playing. Now, we have 14 guys on the team. And on Monday, we played 10. On Tuesday, we played all 14. On Tuesday, we played 10. On Wednesday, we played all 14. On Thursday, we played 11. And on Friday, we played all 14. On Monday, we played 9. And on Tuesday, we played 10, and then on Wednesday, we played 9.
Well, most importantly, I can say is that I had a chili dog from varsity yesterday, and the only thing I can say is I'm very glad I don't live near the varsity.
Oh, yeah, chili dogs varsity,
It was wonderful.
Yes.
Like, I had one, I walked downstairs eating it, and as soon as I got to my desk, I walked back upstairs to get the other one.
Yeah.
It was that good.
So what is your standard varsity order?
2 chili dogs, onion rings, and a PC,
All
and then a peach pie.
So I get the number 1, which is the 2 chili dogs with mustard.
Okay, yeah, because it always comes with mustard.
And I get that with the rings and a Coke Zero.
Okay.
Then I get an extra chili steak, which is a chili burger.
Okay.
And then at the end of it, I used to do the PC, but my daughters have talked me into getting a frosted orange and sharing it with them. So.
Yeah, no, I like the PC is something Dad always brought in. When I had season tickets to Georgia Tech, that was something we'd always
Plain
on.
chocolates, baby.
Man, it was some shaved ice.
Yes, it's
You can't
outstanding.
crunched ice and shaved ice is just two different worlds.
It's not even as
No.
and they don't. When you tell somebody about it, they're like, chocolate milk over shaved ice sounds horrible. I was like, no, it's definitely not.
It's really good on that part. I'll take the shaved ice hands down on that part. So that was good across that one. So we'll have a little fun here today and talk a little bit about football and getting ready for the spring season of football. And it's a lot of fun, of what that football, the old adage of Lamb Chop's Playhouse. It's the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. It's the idea that football definitely keeps going all year round. Between arena football tonight, we have one kicking off here at 7 o'clock. Craig and Butch will call that game, but what we have live here is semi-pro football. The different leagues that are involved, you can see them come across on the bottom and just kind of get an insight of what, if you're ever interested in being a part of it, look up these leagues. There are definitely teams in your area across the Southeast. If you're watching this, if you're not in this area and you're outside, look at other areas to be able to do with this. Craig, the question is, would you have ever played semi-pro football back in your day?
No.
I'm glad it was not out there like it is now.
No, I however, would have really liked to have played something like, a flag football league.
Oh, that exists now like that? Yeah, I concur.
Because I played that in college. That was our intramural that we could play.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun.
It is. It is. I mean, you talk about the skill that's involved in that and how much that's shot off. I like nothing worse than when I looked at my wife this past weekend. I was like, Sunday came. I was like, I'd like to watch the Pro Bowl. And I did. It was very enjoyable watching them care about what they're doing.
Yeah.
And between the competitions, between the quarters or the halves, it was very enjoyable. And it just shows when they get into the Olympics and what flag football is going to bring, it's going to be crazy. Of how I'm curious to see what people are going to want to watch. And the big question will be, is it more popular than basketball? Because baseball doesn't exist anymore in the Olympics.
No, but breakdancing did.
Breakdancing. It no longer exists.
No, it no longer exists for a good reason.
Yeah, well, Australia killed that, okay? So.
Well, that's where most places.
We blame that on a conspiracy theory.
I agree
on that part. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for the Jacksonville versus the Golden Isles here live from Brunswick, Georgia, Lanier Football Field and the Lanier Field Football Stadium. Glad to have everybody with us. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. We'll be right back with you. Sit back, get ready for good old football action. We'll be right back. right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the good old-fashioned coin toss. Glad to have everybody with us live from Brunswick, Georgia. A balmy 75 here in February. Couldn't ask for better weather. I think they almost got maybe 10 inches of snow. And you'll either have to question me on that one. We'll have to do a little research to figure out.
I can tell you this much.
What,
in
buddy?
Statesboro,
Yeah. They were out the whole week, buddy.
They had 6 or 7 inches of snow. That's not a lie.
No.
Because my daughter sent me a picture.
Coming from Craig Chapman, we know that's the truth when he says 6, 7 inches, not a lie. So, on that part. Jennifer just shook her head at me. I'm going to get kicked off the air here soon. That's good times.
Yeah, my daughter sent me a picture, and it said, she said it was like the cat doesn't like the snow because she was holding her cat.
Yeah.
She sent me a picture like 30 minutes later, and everywhere she was standing was just covered. And I was like, that's unusual for that part of the world.
Oh, it was. I mean, for South Georgia to get that on that part, that was actually just crazy on that part. So it's definitely interesting to say the least. But glad to have everybody with us getting ready for the coin toss. Everybody's trying to figure out which way you want to go. I'm good here. I do enjoy, the Whitecap said, I'm going to wear shorts, and I'm going to get my calf showing. Excited. I got to get some calf action going here.
His feet going to be hurting in them shoes, though.
Man, oh, man, those are good old-fashioned Nikes back in the day.
Yeah, he is going to be hurt.
Yeah. Buddy, they're wearing all different types of jerseys.
I love it,
Look
man.
like we got a Cobra team, a Georgia Cobra's jersey involved in here, who will be playing next. I will not say who would be playing next. But once again, I'll reiterate this. They deferred. It looks like.
So the Blackhawks deferred?
Yeah. Grizzlies are going to get the ball. And let's have a little fun. Craig will let you take it over and kind of break down some football, some key aspects, and I'll come join you a little bit later. But right now, I'll let you do that. I'm going to do a little producing on my end. Have fun. Take it away.
Yes, sir. So we're here at the 2025 Golden Isles Bash. The Jacksonville Blackhawks will kick off to start this. We'll get the first look at the Golden Isles Grizzlies offense. As soon as all the rosters get put in here, we'll try to get everybody's name and the recognition they deserve. Beautiful day for football, 75 degrees. It almost makes me feel, sad for those guys because, as cold as it's been, it has been really nice this week, but it also makes you wonder about the conditioning aspect of this because when it's 75 close to the beach, they're going to have a nice cool breeze, but there's going to be some humidity in that thing. So we'll get the chance to see just if they're going to play all of these things live today, which would be interesting if it was the first game, that scrimmage game, you're getting live special teams, which we always talk about being the biggest issue of the season. Everybody's worried about, punt game, snaps, kick coverage. So we're getting ready to kick off here from Brunswick, Georgia. So everybody's lined up and ready. And we're getting ready to start the 2025 semi-pro football season. Kick is away, and it's a squib kick down the middle. It'll bounce off a returner. Going to try to take it straight up the field. And that will be tackled right there. Ball was returned, it looked like, by number 15, Trey Salem. Could not see who made the tackle over there. The jerseys on the Blackhawks practice jerseys are making it rough. The numbers on there, blue jerseys on the blue numbers on the black jerseys, rough. Even though we got bright sunshine, so it looks like they're going to roll the clock here. So we got 1st and 10 for the Golden Isles Grizzlies. They're going to come out with 2 backs in the backfield. Diamond backfield set. There's the inside give. Tackle run by number 7 right there, Sean White. Tackled by number 2, Jacoby Jacobs. And number 33, William Mott. We'll bring up 2nd down and 6. So 2nd down and 6 right here for the Grizzlies. Same offensive formation. There comes the blitz, and that play is just destroyed. Quarterback right there had no shot. That's number 1, Vincent Brookins. And he was, that right there was, they had no chance on that play. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 11 after the loss of 5. So now a doubles look right here for Golden Isles. Brookins in the shotgun. He gets motion across. Fakes the quick screen out, and he gets grabbed by the face mask. There is a flag on the play. And that should be a personal foul face mask. It should be a 15-yard penalty, and it should be a 1st down. Well, they only called that a 5-yard penalty? So we're going to call it 3rd down and 7. Clock starts back up. Here comes the jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner right here. Jumps up inside. Get the 1st down right there. Ball carried by number 3, Demarion Haynes. Tackle again by number 33, William Mott. And it will be a 1st down. Okay, so they're not going to call it a 1st down. Call it 4th and 1 right here. All right, so 1st and 10. So Brookins in the gun. Motion again. They're going to fake it, run the counter on the backside. Nice cut right there. Gain of 3. Tackle made by number 53. That'll be Jalen Graham. Bring up 2nd down and about 7. And with the help of the face mask penalty, right now the Grizzlies have themselves a nice little drive going right here. And they're going to take up some time off this clock. So trips to the right. And now it's going to be doubles. Looks like Jamie Henderson is in the backfield with Brookins. Snap. He's going to throw the quick screen out here. Pass is caught by number 14. And he'll spin out of bounds. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 2. Pass caught by number 14, Quay Bird. Tackled over here by number 5, Jarvis Stanford. So it'll bring up 3rd down and about 2. And it looks like the Grizzlies have gone back to the full house backfield look in the gun. Snap is down on the ground. Brookins couldn't pick it up. It was, however, picked up and carried. The ball was carried by Henderson. Going to be a loss of about a yard, so it's going to bring up 4th down and 3. So 4th and 3, number 31 checks in for Golden Isles. That's Dorian Powell. Golden Isles have the ball for about 6 minutes here on this opening drive. There's the snap. Brookins steps up, and he will not get the 1st down. And we will change over on the change of possession right here. 1st and 10 now for Jacksonville, so we'll get a chance to see their offense for the first time. So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball will be at the 40-yard line or 39-yard line of Jacksonville. So Jacksonville with the ball for the first time today. They have 1st and 10. Ball is at their own 39-yard line. They come out in a doubles look. 4-2 look right here for, or almost a true 4-3 look for the Grizzlies. And trying to throw the seam route inside with a quick slant. That pass will fall incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10, ball still at the 39. Got about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here. Whoop, wrong button. Sorry about that. So 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Blackhawks. There's the inside give, and it is a huge hole right here, right down the middle of the field, just running right down the field. Ball carried by number 32. That's Nicholas Grady, and Nicholas Grady was untouched for the better part of his entire carry right there until he got, into the secondary, and that was just an impressive, job by the front of the Jacksonville Blackhawks. Just opened up a huge hole, and they ran right down the middle of the field. Gain on the play of 26 yards. So that'll bring up a 1st down. That was a timeout right there for the Golden Isle Grizzlies. So the biggest play of the game so far coming on the hands of Nicholas Grady, number 32 for Jacksonville, on their first running play of the day. Just
rips off basically what looked like an inside zone play for 26 and the first down for the Blackhawks this afternoon after they gave up several first downs on the opening possession. As you can see, our schedule for this afternoon, the Jacksonville Blackhawks at 1, Golden Isles Grizzlies. That's the game you're currently watching. At 4, we got the Georgia Cobras versus the Effingham Outlaws. And then number 3, the Hilton Head Sharks versus the Port Wentworth Broncos at 7 p.m. for your 2025 Golden Isle Bash here on Score 58 Network. I don't know if Bo was listening, but I believe the Grizzlies coach was very upset with something that happened on defense. He gave us some good sounds of the game right there. So doubles look right here for Jacksonville. 1st and 10. Now you've got Golden Isles. They've gone to zero coverage, and they've put all 3 linebackers in the box, and now they're going to throw the slant. That's behind the receiver, intended for number 66 right there, Chris Lewis. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Handoff again to the left side. Much better run defense this time. Ball was carried by number 50. That's Eric Gross. Tackle made over there. Looks like that was number 28. Larry Denson on the left side of the offensive line, making a play. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 11 right here after the loss of 1 on the play. And there's going to be a timeout right here for Jacksonville on this 3rd down and 11. So as we're sitting here, we got 3:40 to go here in the first quarter. Kind of what you expect a scrimmage to look like. Had some really good plays. Had some predictable busts up front on the offensive line. As you can see, the EAFL schedule for the Jacksonville Blackhawks opening up on the 22nd of February versus the Jaguars. Then the 3:52 Wild Tigers on the 1st. The Brevard Raptors. Then you get a bye. Then you're at the North Florida Warriors, a bye. And it continues on from there. So we're back to action here. It is 3rd down and 11. Doubles look for Jacksonville. Grizzlies send the blitz right here, trying to run the counter. They miss in the backfield, and it will be close to a 1st down right here. That's number 50 again. That's Gross on the carry. I know they're saying good job O-line, but the blitz came through quick. So it's going to be 4th down and about 2. There's the inside give. They're going to pick up the 1st down and more. Ball was carried right there. Can't see the number. I really can't see the number now. I want to say it's carried by number 90. Delvonte Glover. I think that's actually right. Glover wearing looks like a Kansas State football helmet. So 1st and 10 again. Play action fake. Going to throw the slant. That ball will be knocked away. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10 right here for Jacksonville. So I guess they're going to continue to. So 2nd down and 10. Jacksonville with 2 backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Handed off to Gross. Ooh, hello. Tackle was made by number 10, Brandon Russell. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. So 3rd down and 7, ball is at the 10-yard line. So Jacksonville has made its first drive enter into the Score 58 Network orange zone. Taking the drop, going to throw it in the middle of the field, and that ball is dropped. Pass intended again for number 66, Chris Lewis, who just ran the skinny post from the 10 right there and was wide open. Pass was on point, just dropped. And so it'll bring up 4th down and 7 from the 10-yard line. So got to get inside the 5, closer to the 2 for a 1st down right here. Number 6, Scott Snow, quarterback for the Blackhawks. So 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 2 backs in the backfield right here. You've got Gross and Glover. They're going to hand the ball to Glover, and he has no chance. That play was over with from the jump. It was once again number 10 there. Brandon Russell was there first, helped by Jamie Henderson. And I mean, so we had a good drive right there by Jacksonville. It'll be turned over on downs at about the 15. Well, they're going to mark them back to, the 15-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15 right here at the end of this first quarter. There's 38 seconds left to go in the quarter. Grizzlies offense back on the field. And if you're going to have success moving the football against this Jacksonville Blackhawks defense, you're going to have to handle their linebackers that were just absolutely unblockable when they stunted in the first series. And they were trying to run a tall sweep out there that time. And you will get a false start, which will make it 1st and 15. So first pre-snap penalty we have seen today. As you can see, the weather, 7-mile-per-hour wind. First week of February, 75 degrees in Brunswick, Georgia. Just makes you want to be at the beach. So 1st and 15 right here for Golden Isles. Snap is on the ground. Picked up. Brookins going to carry it up inside. He'll gain about 3. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 12. And if I'm the Grizzlies, I'll let this go to the end of the first quarter. think that's what they're going to do. So that will be the last play of the first quarter. And we've played one here in Brunswick, Georgia at the 2025 Golden Isles Bash. And your score is the Jacksonville Blackhawks 0, the Golden Isles Grizzlies 0.
And just like that, we'll be right back here, bringing you the first quarter stats, have a little fun across the boards. Craig, great job. We'll be right back.
And we're back here at the Golden Isles Bash 2025. And we have decided we're going to play on from this side of the field, which I'm a big fan of. Just put the ball down and play. Now the big thing right here is, as Bo and I discussed before the game, you want to get a chance to see everybody play. But if you don't have a very big roster, you're going to get a chance to get everybody a lot of reps. And that first quarter moved by very rapidly. So here comes the blitz right here on 2nd and 12. Brookins is going to go down. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 17. And that was, if that's what I got, that was Delvonte Glover playing defensive line. So if you can play defensive line and run the football, yeah, that's going to be a hard time for the guys up front to block. There's your total offense for the Grizzlies. 8 plays, 16 yards, had 1 first down, stopped on 4th and short in their first drive at the 39-yard line of the Blackhawks. The drive was aided by a penalty. Here comes 3rd down and long. We got a new quarterback in the game. That's number 3. And he's going to try to run the football, and he will get nowhere. And I'll give you a guess on who that is again. And that's number 90, Delvonte Glover. So Glover runs the ball. And he plays defensive tackle and has 2 tackles for a loss so far today. And this is going to bring up 4th down and 26. So the punter will be on. Yeah, this is a great way to have to punt the first time. It's number 36, Dalton Royals will be in to punt. So we're getting the punt team out and getting set. Every coach's fear is that the first punt of the year gets blocked. Royals back waiting for the snap. Snap is away. The kick is away. Not a bad kick. It's going to roll. Okay. And they're going to throw a flag on that. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Jacksonville, and they're going to get an add-on at the end of this punt because you had a player from the Golden Isles just toss somebody. there's your first quarter stats right there. 41 yards rushing for Jacksonville, no pass yards. They should have had a touchdown pass. It was dropped in the end zone. Golden Isles has 11 rush yards, 5 pass yards for 16 total yards. And Jacksonville, you know, after giving up the initial first down on that opening drive, their defense is just going to be stingy. And so, you know, they get to start the ball here. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line of Golden Isles. They're going to come out with 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And now Golden Isles forced to expand their, you know, coverage right here. Keeps them with 2 linebackers in the box. Take the drop, going to fire it down the middle of the field, and that pass will be incomplete. It will bring up 2nd down and 10. Number 8 now, Ketwan Malzahn is the quarterback for Jacksonville. There's the inside give. Going to gain about 2 to bring up 3rd down and 8. That was number 32, Nicholas Grady. Grady has the longest play from scrimmage today of 26 yards. He'll pick up 2 right there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long. And being where the football is at and what your defense has been able to do from Jacksonville's point of view, this is, you know, you're going to try to run 2 more plays. You have no fear of them doing anything on offense. You're going to fake the screen. Gets away from him in the backfield. He's going to scramble up. He will not get the 1st down, so it's going to bring up 4th down at about 4. So now there's 2 number 8s, so I don't know which number 8 this is. So it's either Malzahn or Phillip Wallace. So I want to give both guys recognition just in case I'm calling the wrong person's name. So doubles look right here. Dropping in the gun. Got double in routes right here. Going to take the shot to the end zone, and that pass will be knocked away. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Golden Isle Grizzlies as their defense holds. With 7:04 here in the first half. So looks like the quarterback was Malzahn. So now 1st and 10, ball will be at the 30-yard line. Scoreless game here. And if you're Golden Isle, you got to be kind of, you know, pleased with the way your defense has been able to. They've given up a couple of plays, given up some yardage, but they've made some crucial plays when necessary. That right there, knocking the ball away off the scramble drill from Jacksonville. Now they got to get their offense in order because right now the ability to handle the blitz from Jacksonville has been rough. There's the give off the right side, and second effort will get him about a yard, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 9. And every time that Golden Isles goes to the, you know, the heavy backfield set, the full house backfield set, they get blitz from both linebackers. So they're lining up with 9 people in the box, and Jacksonville's sending everybody they can at that heavy set right there. So second down, well, they're going to mark him right back at the line of scrimmage. So it's technically second down and a long 9. And that is motion. We're going to bring up second down in 15. So 6:07 here. Whoa. Looks like they tried to call timeout. I guess they gave it to him because that was about to be a long run right there. But I'm sure since the fact that it was a scrimmage, they gave him a little leeway on that. So Jacksonville takes their second timeout of the first half. Nothing game. 6:04 right here to go. Second down and 15 after the penalty. Best play of the game for the Golden Isles Grizzlies was a jet sweep to number 3, Demarion Hayes. And it'll be interesting to see if they can figure out a way to handle the inside linebackers of Jacksonville. Also, you got to find a way to block Delvonte Glover. He has been just a fixture in the Golden Isles backfield. So, number 90 playing over the left guard of the Grizzlies right here. And then with 52, that's Jeremy Smothers, and 33, William Mott in the middle. And here comes Mott on the blitz. And they try to, and there's Glover making the play in the backfield on the jet sweep. And it's going to bring up third down and 21. So you get a personal foul as well. So they're going to mark this penalty off. Ooh. So the ball started at the 30. And they're going to mark this thing back to the 4. So, wow. The ball is at the 4-yard line. It started at the 30. That's 3rd and 36. So it's 3rd and 36 right here for the Grizzlies. That's too many people on the field. Now they run the jet. They fake it, give it on the counter right to the middle of the field, breaking it to the outside. Nice run right there. Ball carried by number 66, Morris Demery. Demery's going to get a large chunk of that back. So this will be, there's penalty flags on the field again. So it looks like we're going to have a penalty right here. I don't know who it's on. So it's going to bring up 4th down right here. We're going to get a timeout right here. So it's 4th down and about 9. That was a really nice run right there. So now both teams have used 2 timeouts here in the first half of this 2025 Golden Isles Bash. Going to be 4th down and long. And we're going to have to I'm going to have to figure out why they're going for this. Because if it was me, I'd punt. You got 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first half. The ball was just at your 4-yard line. So you just had a 27-yard gain right there by Demery. And so they're running the offense back out there on this 4th down. Brookins in the gun. So they still had people on the field. The coaching staff was still on the field for Jacksonville. Bad snap right there, and it is just not going to be good. Play made by number 18, Khalil Owens. Ball will be at the 21-yard line, I believe, right here. So with 5:20 to go here in the first half, it'll be 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. So Jacksonville will have Ketwan Malzahn at quarterback. Malzahn gives inside. He'll try to split it on the inside zone right there. Gain of about 3 will bring up 2nd down and 7. Ball was carried right there. And that's either Glover or Hunter, one of the 90s. Malzahn taking it. He's going to throw it up the sideline. It'll be caught for a 1st down and goal at the 10-yard line. I'm guessing that's Ja'Cory Hunter on the catch. So I got all excited talking about Glover. There's 2 number 90s. So 1st and goal at the 10 right here. We're going to go under 4 minutes before this snap. Under center for the first time today. They're going to toss it out here. Cut at the 10, trying to get to the sideline. Be wrangled down at about the 3-yard line, so it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Again, a nice run by number 32, Nicholas Grady. So Grady getting close to 50 yards rushing on the first half. So 2nd and goal, ball is at the 2-yard line right here. Timeout was given to the Grizzlies before the pre-snap motion penalties right there. So there's 2:59 to go here in the first half. It is 2nd and goal from the 1. And you got to start to think that some of these guys who may have practiced just a little bit for this game are starting to feel the effects of the temperature. Golden Isles Grizzlies schedule right there. They're at the Polk County Rise on March the 1st. They have a bye. They have byes on the 8th, the 22nd, and the 5th. So March the 8th, March the 22nd, April the 5th. On the 15th of March versus the Daytona Beach Broncos. On the 29th of March, the West Florida Apes. On the 12th of April, the South Florida Dolphins. On the 19th, the Florida Cougars. On the 26th, the Daytona Beach Broncos again. And on the 3rd of May, the Florida Cougars. So you get to look at the Golden Isles Grizzlies schedule. And right now, Golden Isles trying to hold on and keep this game scoreless with their backs against their own end zone right here. Malzahn with I backfield behind him. That's Glover. And they're going to hand it to the fullback, and that is not going to get into the end zone. As a matter of fact, that's going to lose a yard. And that's going to bring up 3rd and goal at the 3. Tried to give it to Ja'Cory Hunter. Hunter was stuffed. So now ball from the 2 back to the 3. And it wouldn't surprise me to see toss sweep to the field to Grady right here. That was the play they ran to start this thing. Got it from the 10 to the 8. So 3rd down and goal at the 3. Jacksonville looking to get on the board first here in this Golden Isle bash. But back in the gun right here. Hunter to the left. Grady to the right. And then we're going to try a little RPO with the quarterback. He's going to flip it in the end zone. And that is caught for a touchdown. That's number 3 on the catch. You see on the replay area, he's rolling. I don't know if he got the 2nd foot in, but they're going to give him the touchdown. It's hard to tell if he caught that ball with the foot down on the ground before he tapped. But that's number 3 right there with the touchdown. Good job, number 3. See, look right here, just a little fake back inside. He releases 1, 2. It's really close. But doesn't matter now. They give him the touchdown. And a 6-0 lead for the Blackhawks. All right. So going for 2 right here. Malzahn under the gun. Tries to get the ball. He does get the ball. Hunter gets inside in for the 2-point conversion. And an 8-0 lead right here for Jacksonville. And Malzahn got tackled at the handoff. That's pretty impressive right there. But 8-0 now. Minute 41 left to go here in the first half. Jacksonville has 1 timeout left. Golden Isles has none. And we get the second kickoff of the first half for Jacksonville, who, unless something drastically changes on offense for Golden Isles here in this last minute 41 seconds, will take at least an 8-0 lead into halftime. So waiting on the kicking tee out here. So it looks like we're almost ready to kick this thing off. So getting ready to kick it off. Minute 41 left to go here in the first half. And that ball is kicked deep. And number 3 turns the corner right here, trying to get to the sideline, and will get run out of bounds at the 30-something yard line. Nice return right there by Demarion Hayes. So they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 37-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. So after the really nice kickoff return by Hayes, we'll see what Brookins can get done with the Grizzlies offense right here versus this stout Jacksonville defense. Probably if I had the choice right here, I'd probably take this and, take it to the half. So doubles look right there. Snap. We have an injured player on the field right here. And unfortunately, that's Demery for the Grizzlies. And he is grabbing his knee. It's not anything you ever want to see. Especially not, you never want to see anybody get hurt, but you don't want to see anybody get hurt in a scrimmage. So as you look at the rest of our schedule today, at 4 p.m. we got the Georgia Cobras versus the Effingham Outlaws. At 7 p.m. we got the Hilton Head Sharks versus the Port Wentworth Broncos here at this 2025 Golden Isles Bash.
It's going to be a lot of fun there, Craig. Man, you've done a great job here in the first half. We will take a break at halftime, let Craig shower down and get ready for the second half of the game. So it'll be a lot of fun. Just sit back and enjoy. We'll bring back the second half with some second half stats. We'll have a clock up there, so those people that are on YouTube, Facebook, or Vimeo want to take a little pause, hey, take a little pause, but you'll see that we got 10 minutes on the clock, and we will definitely show up when the 10 minutes are over with. Back to action we go.
So Demery got up right there, and it looked like he was able to, kind of walk that off and get off the field on his own power. So hopefully that's a good sign for him. Clock starts back up right here. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. There Hayes goes around to the right side. He's going to take it and try to throw it deep. And that pass will be broken up. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 9. So Jacksonville. So it'll bring up third down right here and 9. $1:10 left to go in the first half. Hayes in at quarterback now. Going to send Cohen to his left. Trips receivers to his right. Pollock in the gun here. Going to try to throw this little quick screen out there. That's a nice job right there by number 4, Leo Turios. So you got fourth down right here. It's going to be fourth down and about 1. And I'm seriously telling you right now, I would run this clock down as far as I could run it. And Hayes is going to get just absolutely obliterated right there, again by number 18, Khalil Owens. Owens has 2 huge plays. And it'll bring up 1st and 10, so you're going to get a chance to throw it to the end zone right here if you're Jacksonville. And as you can see right here, there's just more people. There are more people coming on the blitz than can be blocked. And the beneficiary of that blitz is Owens, and that's the second tackle for a loss that Owens has had today. So the ball will be at the 40-yard line of Golden Isles. Jacksonville will have a shot right here, you know, with about half a minute left to go in the first half. They have 1 timeout to increase upon their 8-0 lead. So, again, Malzahn in the gun right here. Grady to his right. You got Lewis split out in the slot to the right. You're going to take the shot down the seam. And that is great defense down there. That was a really nice throw to the end zone. Play was made down there by number 15, Trey Salem. Salem did a nice job of staying in phase with the wide receiver and then making a good play on the ball once the ball got there. They'll bring up 2nd down and 10. We have 18 seconds left to go. So after the penalty, it'll bring up 2nd down and 15. All right, so now, after they get the clock line back up, there's the snap. Malzahn's going to drop, scramble out to his right. He's going to throw it back across the field. It's going to be caught. Stumbles on the ground. Pass was caught by Lewis. He'll get the timeout call with 5 seconds left or 6 seconds left. And now they'll have the ball first down and 10. Last time out of the half, so nobody has a timeout anymore. This will be the last play of the half. Looks like the ball is at the 27-yard line. Or the 22-yard line. So it'll be first and 10. 6 seconds left. No timeouts for either team. Malzahn in the gun, flanked to his right by Nicholas Grady. Lewis in the slot to the right. Heel to the slot to the left. Malzahn scrambles out to his right. He's going to throw it in the back corner of the end zone. No one is there, and that'll be the end of the first half. So we go to halftime at this Golden Isles Bash with your score of the Jacksonville Blackhawks 8, the Golden Isles Grizzlies nothing. We'll be back with the second half and the halftime stats right after this.
Craig, thank you so much. Gentlemen and ladies of all ages, thank you so much for just tuning in here across the board. We're at 8-0 at halftime. We've got 2 more games, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Sit back and enjoy. We'll be right back. Actually, they got 7 minutes on the clock. Goodness gracious. Great googly mooglies. That's fast. Fast halftime. And here we go.
And we're back, getting ready for the second half. According to the clock that we have on the field here, we're looking at about 2 minutes before the second half starts. And the first half was dominated by the Jacksonville Blackhawks on both sides of the ball. The score does not indicate the domination that Jacksonville had. They should have 3 touchdowns on the board. So as you look at this right here, Golden Isle will be kicking off to Jacksonville to start the second half. And Golden Isle needs a turnover in Jacksonville territory so they have a short field so they can, you know, kind of get their offense on track and have an opportunity to tie this game up. Great view right here on the drone from Robert Reed. There's your halftime stats. You can see right there, Jacksonville, they only threw it for 28 yards, but they didn't really have to throw it. They lived on the Golden Isle side of the field, 83 total yards, but they limit Golden Isles to 14 yards. The key stats for that, and I'm sure both coaches are really happy about the 0 turnovers. So getting ready to start the second half right here. Golden Isles to kick it to Jacksonville. On the third quarter on mine. So we're about ready for action here. Waiting on. There's the whistle, and we're ready to roll right here. There's the kick. It is a low line drive kick. It'll be fielded. Taking it right up the middle. Now bending it to the right sideline. Ball was carried by number 8. That's Phillip Wallace. Wallace tackled at the 36, 37-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 right there to start the second half. And we'll look at the Blackhawks offense. So first and 10 right here. Now I think this will be the part of the game where you start to see the conditioning aspect of the game. There's the give, and there is a tackle in the backfield by number 26. That's Winston Dawson on the tackle. He gets to Nicholas Grady before he can get started. And that's going to bring up second down and about 15. Scott Snow back in the game at quarterback. Second and 20 now after the false start. So 2 receivers to the left for Jacksonville, 1 receiver to the right.
Snow's going to drop. He's going to whip it out in the flat, and that ball is going to be incomplete. A little bit of miscommunication there. It looked like receiver cut the route off short. Snow expected him to run it a little bit deeper. Pass is incomplete, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 20. So exactly what Golden Isle wanted to do coming out. They get the tackle for a loss on 1st down by Dawson, get the penalty, then get an incompletion. And really, the defense for Golden Isle has played pretty well considering the positions they've been put in. They did give up, the 26-yard run early on to Grady, but they were able to get the goal line stand right there. Snow's going to take it, going to throw it deep. There's nobody there. And that should be 4th down. And that should bring up a punting situation for Jacksonville. And so the punting team is going to come on. And, I know this is a scrimmage, but if I am Golden Isles right here, I might try to see just how well they've practiced their punting team in the preseason, because right now they don't have enough people on the punt team. So now the punt team is lined up. And the snap is over the punter's head, and it's going to be on the ground. It's picked up, and it'll be down at about the 2-3 yard line right there. Ball was picked up by Dawson again. And with 10:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter, just exactly what Golden Isles need. They didn't get the turnover, but they did get the turnover on downs in what was a disastrous possession for Jacksonville right there. It started with a 5-yard loss on 1st down, and now Golden Isle in a great position to at least get us back to a 2-point game. And they're going to load up on the right-hand side right here. And that snap was low. And it'll bring up 2nd down and goal. And Jacksonville brought a corner dog blitz right there and completely left the wide receiver to the left wide open. And that'll bring up 2nd down and goal. So Jacksonville comes out, same set again. Ball's on the ground again. Brookins is on the ground again to bring up 3rd down and goal. And if I'm Golden Isles right here, I'll probably just run jet sweep because that's been your most productive play of the game. But they're lined up again in the overload to the right. And Brookins in the gun. He's going to give it, cut it back. Going to be down to about the original line of scrimmage. And it'll bring up 4th and goal. You are watching the 2025 Golden Isles Bash, the Jacksonville Blackhawks versus the Golden Isles Grizzlies. Going to throw the fade to the left, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown. That's number 3 on the catch, Demarion Hayes. And Hayes just, goes out there. They just throw a simple jump ball right there. And he just gets it at the highest point. So the 3-yard TD reception for Hayes, and they will line up to go for 2 right here. Try to tie this football game up, and exactly what we talked about coming out of halftime. As you can see right here, Hayes does a nice job of fighting to get to the spot and then just, mosses the guy in the end zone for a touchdown, if we're being honest. And there's the give, there's the cut, and in for the conversion, and we are tied. It is 8-8, 8-12 to go here in the third quarter, and we have a tie football game. And so the domination of Jacksonville in the first half, and as you can see there, 4 plays, 4 yards, it was 4 plays, 5 yards. There was not a first down on it. They ran the ball 3 times for no yards. They completed 1 pass for 5 yards, and the outcome was a touchdown with the 2-point conversion in a tie football game. So one of the things we talked about early on was special teams. And the special teams reared its ugly head right there for Jacksonville, and it cost them 8 points. Royals to kick off right here for Golden Isle. Whistle blows. Royals is ready for the kick. He's going to squib it. Bounces. Picked up right there, trying to come to the right or to the left, and just bowled over right there. That's tackles made by Jamie Henderson. Ball was returned by number 54, Tasheem Myers. So it's 1st and 10 right here, 8:04. Snow in the gun. Inside give right there. Nice run of about 5. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Second down and about 5 right here. Snow drops, looking to throw the in route, going to flip it out to the back in the flat. He breaks a tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Great coverage right there by Golden Isles. So the ball is at the 28. You got to get to the 33 for a first down. So 2 receivers to the right for Jacksonville, 1 to the left. Snow in the backfield. Going to throw the quick screen out. It's going to be caught, and the tackle is going to be immediate. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team now the punt team is on the field. Punt is away. And that is a great kick right there. Nice job of flipping the field right there. So it'll bring up 1st down and 10. And the ball will be at the 29-yard line, so a great punt. Excuse me, the ball will be at the 34-yard line. Incorrect on my part. So ball's at the 34. Jacksonville's offense unable to get a 1st down, but the punt team does flip the field. And they're going to force Golden Isles to drive the length of the field right here with 5:23 to go in the 3rd quarter in an 8-8 ball game. I think if you're looking at it from the coaching perspective for both teams, there's been some good and some bad. So you've given yourself some things that you can definitely work on after you play in this scrimmage. There's the snap. There's the inside give. Thought they had a running lane, and it will go for nothing. So it'll bring up 2nd down. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 12, it looks like right here. Or 11. So a tight slot to the left right here for Golden Isles. Going to play fake, going to try to throw the quick screen. That was a backwards pass, but they called it incomplete. And they'll bring up 3rd down and 11. And right now, Vincent Brookings, aside from the one throw on the little fade route down at the end zone, has really struggled because he has been under siege, whether it's been errant snaps or blitz pressure. You know, it's tough to play the game of quarterback when you catch the snap and you have to look at who's covering who and who's about to hit you. So 3rd down and long right here for Golden Isles. There's the snap. There's the toss pass. And he's open. Ooh. So that'll bring up 4th down and 11. That was close to being a touchdown right there. So the punt team will come on. That'll bring on Dalton Royals to punt. So Golden Isles lining up to punt right here. That punt is straight off to the right. That's going to be a negative yardage punt. It might end up rolling back. That punt did not go past the line of scrimmage. So the special teams for both teams.
So we're going to ask for a redo on that one.
Hey,
how many mulligans you get in football?
You get none,
buddy.
But
that
I
roll
will,
back.
Hold on, I will tell you this.
It rolled 17 yards, brother.
It did, but I'm going to tell you something funny. We played Westlake one night.
Yeah.
And they were punting from the 10.
Yeah.
And their punter punted the ball, and it went straight up in the air.
Well, this is the first time it went negative, correct?
Yeah, this went negative. But the same thing happened that night. He punted the ball. We almost blocked it. It went straight up in the air. All of our guys got away from the ball. It bounced straight up in the air, and the punter caught it.
Because it went behind the line of scrimmage.
And they did a redo. It literally was the only time in 25 years of coaching that the referees said there's a redo.
Well, we got it. I mean, you talk about a crucial punt at 8-8 in the third quarter right there. And like I said, man, that's not my skill. I'm just saying in the sense of watching that spin go back 17 yards.
And watching the ball bounce backwards and then everybody run around it and stare at it.
You almost want to pick it up and run.
Well,
just to hope you get something.
And,
you would lose your mind if you're a coach.
I would.
I know.
Like, what are you doing?
Oh, Peter.
Dallas Cowboys.
I'll tell you that. Hey, Lewis, Leon Lett had an option, okay?
And then everybody jumps off sides.
Huh? Give them 5 yards closer. We could have a whole reconstruction of the NFC championship.
If
game.
they do it again, there will be points awarded. I was like, okay.
We have sternly told them, no, don't do this. That'd be awesome.
It's been a stern warning.
Stern warnings always. I mean, I feel like that.
Oh, they backed them up. They called that false start.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. No. Favorite part about this is that they got to the point in this quarter where they're like, hey, you know what? All this running at regular game clock time? No, the clock is running now.
Well, I mean, next game's at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to have a chance to warm up. They're going to have to be off the field by 10. It's one of those ones where it is a scrimmage. It is time for people to get work. Comment on the Jacksonville's gentleman with the hair that's way down below his numbers. Scary.
I've gotten to the point now where nothing shocks me anymore.
No, but I get nervous about somebody saying, hey, I'm going to grab him.
Yeah, but you take that. That's your decision.
I know. Me and you will never have that option.
No, that's not. That is.
I tried to get my hair braided once, and they said, what, your eyebrows? I mean, that was their response. They didn't have a chance with that.
Well, it was funny last night. I just watched, what high school, how different high school sports are since we played it.
Yes.
But I was watching.
That's many years ago.
Stars Mill comes out and they look like, that you see them take the field and everybody looks the same. I mean, it is an impressive thing to watch them come out there. But then you watch guys start taking off their hats and everybody's hair is blonde, or nobody has a shaved head.
Right.
I can tell you that much right now.
Right. And I digress. I would have loved some flow swish with the best of them, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'd have seen Wicked at a young age, I could have really changed my life in that part. I saw it later, and now I'm just bald, so I can't even swish my hair. So in that part,
there's always a chance, man.
No,
a chance.
No, because anytime I put hair, try to grow hair or put a wig on, people go, let's not do that. So here we go.
So
third and 7.
Yeah, and we're inside the 10 right here, and that is just.
Well, that says a lot for the Golden Isles, the Grizzlies, to step up after that punt. And we're talking 4th down, and we're going to find out if they have a kicking game. And we got an injured player from Grizzlies, and we got less than a minute.
Well, they stopped the clock at 56 seconds.
They did.
So.
And you got 22 on yours.
I know, I changed it.
Man, chaos.
But the funny thing about this is, right now, when you look at what they've done. Now, they've marked this ball back. This is like 4th down and what they have. Good Lord, how many yards did he lose on that?
Based on the lining of the field, I'll say 75.
Yes, so 4th down and 18 now. But there's not going to be a kick. I can assure you that. This is going to be throw it up in the back corner of the end zone and hope you get the same result that Golden Isles did, or run a reverse or something like that. I thought that Golden Isles had them on the little toss sweep pass on 3rd down, the last 3rd down, which was really close to being a touchdown and really close to being pass interference too. So 4th down right here after the most unusual punt you'll ever see in a football game.
All right, so help me out here. And it's a scrimmage game, so we can talk a little bit here. It's 4th down. Let's talk after the 4th down. But the question I want to propose out there in the world is just in the concept of, hey, why does someone say, hey, I want to go play semi-professional football here in the United States? And I just want you to sit on that, and let's call this play here. Go ahead.
So you got 4th down right here. Snow is in the gun. You got doubles receivers on both sides. And he's going to throw the out route, and it's going to be incomplete.
Wow. From a kicking game perspective, it'd be nice to have a kicker.
Yeah, but we see that, there are very few kickers.
From a semi-professional world, yes. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those ones like if somebody told you, hey, you're starting a semi-professional football league, the only thing I would do is worry about a hiker for punts. A punter, I would do nothing but special teams because I listen to you all the time about the keys to the game.
And it's one of those things where just jokingly talking about it one day, I was like, I would go find one of my long snappers from one of my high school teams.
Yeah.
And say, hey, look, you just have to show up. You don't have to show up.
And then they find out you got paid what? Because you would pay them. That's where my business would go out of. I mean, my team would go out of business because I would pay my players, and because I would literally be trying to get any type of promotional piece to it. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to. Well, they showing up. Let's do this.
Here's the thing: the teams that are really, really next level good.
Yep.
In this,
we've seen it.
They do have really good skill players, but the separators in that are the offensive and defensive lines.
To be able to allow them to get their things done. Yeah. I mean, we've seen that from day one. I mean, it comes with coaching as well, but for Golden Isles to stop them right there after that punt, that's a win. I mean, hands down. Across that's pretty amazing. So. What, you had an opportunity over the past, goodness gracious, several years in your life.
Almost 7.
Almost 7. To say, hey, what would make somebody say, hey, I want to be a part of a semi-professional team?
Well, I mean, the running joke when the high school football team practices, there's always that one coach that runs scout team offense.
Yep.
And that one coach is me.
Yep.
But when you do that, I mean, there's that one part of you that always thinks you can still play. And then there's those guys that they played maybe a year in college, or, they didn't get a chance to play in college, and they were, they were sitting there thinking to themselves, I missed a chance, and I want to do this again, so they go and play. So we've seen guys that have had the opportunity to go on and play and get paid from playing in semi-professional football. And then we've seen the guys that are just playing because they love to play the game. But you asked me earlier if I ever would have considered it, and I can tell you that the way I felt on Saturday mornings after playing in high school,
right?
I'm not getting up on Sunday morning
listen to you
and feeling like that, and knowing I have to go and work on, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to get up on the next Sunday and feel the same way.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes when I do at gym and I do 2 workouts in a day, and I wake up the next morning and I'm like, but I do work from home, and I'm okay. I can figure it out.
Well, I can tell you this: on Thursday, I sent all the basketball players. We'd played 7 consecutive school days, and that's a lot of basketball.
Right.
I said, y'all go home. Y'all take the day off, and I put on shorts and went up and threw batting practice for the baseball team.
And probably just a relaxation piece to you.
And when I got up yesterday morning, I expected to get up and be in just a ton of pain, and I was not.
Good.
But then I got home last night, and I was thinking, the back of my right shoulder is really tight.
Listen to you.
So we're going to take the snap. We're going to fire it to the left. That ball's going to be caught, and it'll be a first down.
That was a good pass. Good pass. I'm going to get a little replay action right there. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, they're going to throw the fade down the sideline, and they're going to Hayes again, who has been the best player all day for Golden Isles. And he's just going to, I mean, again, he knows where the ball is. He gets his head around. The defender does not. He gets position, and he goes up to the highest point and makes the play. Demarion Hayes has been the player of the day for Golden Isles. And there's the inside give. Nice cut to the outside, down the sideline.
Nice run.
That'll be another first down.
Look at that again. What made that successful?
It was
right there, Craig? Go ahead.
they got him into the hole right here. You'll see it. And then he gets a great jump cut to the outside, and they have the edge sealed by the receivers.
All right, third quarter stats. Talk to me. What do you like about it?
Well, I'm going to tell you that I knew that it was going to be the same look. The yardage has gone in reverse for Jacksonville because they had the bad opening series that put them back at the 2-yard line, and I guess you count that fourth down as a fumbled snap, so it does end up in a turnover. But the Grizzlies, they had like 9 yards in the third quarter, and they tied the game.
Definitely understand.
It's an interesting set right here. That they also played the last 3 plays with 10 players on the field. And
Were they aware of it?
And they gained 6 yards. On the one with they played the first play with 11 players and they gained 6 yards. Then they went no yards, and then they went first down with 10 players on the field.
I do enjoy good language.
Well, I mean,
hey,
it's not us.
No. I remind everybody here, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Georgia Cobras versus the Effingham
I
Outlaws.
like the Outlaws.
But we've seen that.
Yeah.
We've had them before.
Yes,
We've had Cobras. I mean, it's going to be an interesting game.
It will be a little bit different pace than what this game is.
There'll be some energy on that part. Craig, take us down. I'll see you around 1 minute.
All right, so second down and 10 right there after the running play. Full house backfield again. Brookins checking. Takes the snap. There's the inside give. And it's going to go for probably a loss of 1 right there. It'll bring up third down and 11. And, Golden Isles has done a good job of flipping the field right here. And if they were looking to do this, and I mean looking to do this from a perspective of putting 3 running backs in the backfield with the quarterback and getting them to draw everybody in, you're going to get a timeout right here for Golden Isles. But what they're doing is by putting everybody in the backfield, they're getting single coverage on the outside. And that's letting Demarion Hayes just work his magic on the edge right there. So, this is one of those things. Right now, both of these teams are searching for an offensive identity. Both of them play pretty well on the defensive side of the ball, but that's to be expected early on because defense is more see ball, get ball. Now, if you had something in this game where you faked the ball going one way and ran a reverse the other way, it probably bounced its head off the goalpost because everybody is fast flow to the ball in this. So third down and 11 right here. There's no way it's third down and 9, which is where they have it, but okay. And we're about to get to see what Bo was talking about if they give the football to the running back. Going to sprint to the edge right here and try to throw the crossing route. And that may have been picked off. And it was picked off. And that was number 24 right there, Isaiah Hill on the interception, and it will be 1st and 10 for Jacksonville as they get the stop on 3rd down right there. That was just a really nice job. You see on the replay right here, rolling, and they try to run the tight end on a little out route. And he just beats him to the spot right there. Trying to see if he caught it, but it doesn't matter now because he gets up with it. So Jacksonville will take over 1st and 10. But they do take over deep in their own territory, so it's going to require a drive right here for them to get this ball down the field. There's the inside give on a little cutback. Breaks away. This got a chance right here. Down the right sideline, running away from him. And he is going to score. Touchdown. And that's that guy, the same dude right there, Nicholas Grady. And he runs through a tackle and takes it, you know, I can only guess, but that had to be close to 80 yards for a touchdown. I mean, he breaks a tackle for about what would have been a 2-yard gain, and then is able to get to the sideline and just outrun everybody else on the field for the touchdown. And that makes it 14-8 right here for Jacksonville. And so after getting the stop after the bad punt and then having a pretty nice drive where you had a nice catch by Demarion Hayes and a nice run on the edge by Morris Demery, you throw the interception, and then the play after the interception, an inside handoff that you have stopped, goes to the end zone. So I backfield right here. Ja'Cory Hunter dots the I. They give it to Hunter. And Hunter runs in for the 2-point conversion. And makes it a 16-8 game. Here's the replay right here. This is just a little, you know, it looks like a zone play with a little counter action from the backfield. And then right here, this should be a 3-yard gain, guys. And he just runs through that. And then right here, you think that there's going to be, he's going to run down and get the angle, and he just outruns the angle. And then about right here, he goes, I'm just going to run away from you. And he does. All the way for 6 and a 16-8 lead. So with just over 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, the score is 16-8. And now if you are, that's a one-play 79-yard drive, one rushing attempt for 79 yards. It's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And now if you're Golden Isles, you're really hoping that they kick the ball right here to Hayes and that he can make something happen on the kickoff return. So there's 8:18 to go in the fourth quarter of a 16-8 game. So after trying to find the kicking tee, we have procured one. And we will kick this thing off in a 16-8 game. And now the Grizzlies offense, everything is on their shoulders right here. They got 2 timeouts left and 8:18 to get it done. There's the kick. And it will be fielded. Trying to take it up the right side. He will get not much right there. We have bodies on the ground everywhere out here. So it will be 1st and 10 for Golden Isles. As you can see, we got a nice day, 75 degrees. There is a 7-mile-an-hour wind in beautiful Brunswick, Georgia. While we're here at this 2025 Golden Isles Bash. You've got the Blackhawks of the EAFL and the Grizzlies of the SLAA playing each other today in this preseason action. So 1st and 10. Two receivers to the right, to the left for timeout for the Blackhawks right here. So, obviously didn't have the correct personnel on the field, or they weren't lined up correctly, so Jacksonville takes the timeout right here. 8:12 to go, 8:13 to go here in the 4th quarter. You can see on the ticker on the bottom of the screen, you got the NFL awards going through it. Keeping you up to date on the action of today's NFL world, along with today's semi-pro world. Now, don't run a play until the coaches are off the field. I will say this, Jacksonville's coaches are not in a hurry to get off the field. So 1st and 10 right here. Brookins in the gun. He's going to take the snap. I don't think that's Brookins. It is not. I think that was Hayes in the gun. Nope. That was not. It was Demery in the gun. He'll pick up a couple and make it 2nd down and 8. If you're Jacksonville, that run kind of feels like justice considering how much you've dominated this game. But right now, if you are, there we go, running again with the running with Demery. He's going to get 2 more and make it 3rd down and 6. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 right here for Golden Isles. Clock will venture under 7 minutes here to go in this 4th quarter. And, you know, if you're concerned about the result in a scrimmage, then you're probably not going to be lining up to punt here anytime. So 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Here comes the blitz. And that's going to be a penalty. Bark it up 5, make it 3rd down and 11. So 3rd and 11. Going to fake it, going to take it, and going to throw it deep. And that's going to be broken up over there on the edge. Pass intended for Hayes. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And once again, Hayes had his man beat down the left sideline right there. And it looks like they are going to bring on the punt team. So Royals will come on to punt again. His first punt was really good. His last punt was something to behold, because I don't think I've ever seen, outside of one other time in my career, I don't think I've ever seen a punt go backwards. And when I say backwards, I mean backwards. So 4th down and 11 right here. Royals back to punt. That's offsides. On the punt is caught, trying to turn the right sideline, and he will go out of bounds right there. Now, did they put a flag? Did they throw a flag? So it looks like we do have a penalty on the play. So they're going to mark this thing off. And it will be a 15-yard penalty, and it will be a 1st down for Golden Isles on the roughing the punter. And so Golden Isles will get another chance right here on offense. So 1st down and 10 right here. There's the toss sweep. Trying to get it to Hayes around the corner. Hayes is going to run out of bounds. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 15. So trying to get the toss right there to Hayes. It's no go. So it'll bring up 2nd down. Same formation right here. There's going to be the jet give. And they give it to Demery, and he tries to break free. He'll gain about 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and 13. Clock is running. We're going to be under 4:30 here. So after getting the gift on the roughing the punter, Golden Isles has gone -5, +2, and put themselves in a 3rd and long, which is not a good place to be against this Jacksonville front, because they are going to bring the pressure right now. And there it comes. And he flips it out, and it's picked off. And this is going to be a touchdown. And it is a touchdown right there. That is number 12 on the score. and we get a personal foul, and they call targeting, so it will not be a touchdown. It will be a first down. And looks like Brookins took the worst end of that. So take the touchdown off the board on the pick six. It would have been a pick six for number 12, Brian Martin, right there. But negate that. It'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. And so with 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, they will help Mr. Brookins off the field. And now we will find out who will be taking snaps right here for Golden Isles to close this football game out. And it will be first down. As you can see, the displeasure from the Jacksonville coaching staff. So it'll be 1st and 10 right here for Golden Isles as they move into Jacksonville territory. 2 first downs on this drive. So now it won't be. It'll be 4th down and 2. All right, so it is 1st down. So we've gotten this thing kind of figured out. And they try to run inside, and there ain't nothing there. Handoff was number 17, DeAndre Pollock. And that's going to be a loss of 6, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 16. So 2nd down and 16 right here for Golden Isles. Grizzlies have to get this thing going in a hurry now. Hayes going to sprint to the right. He's going to flip it out. It's going to be caught. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 14 after the 2-yard gain. That was just a great play by Hayes to get that ball out of his hand to Pollock, who caught it and was hit immediately. And the clock is rolling now. We're under 3 minutes. So 3rd down and 14 right here. And can only imagine how many snaps, you know, Hayes has had at practice, and they go empty backfield right here. And Hayes spins out and gets to his left on the edge, trying to turn the corner. He's going to flip it, and it's dropped. That was going to be a first down. That was a great play right there. And they send the punting unit out. So this has got to be a fake, right? Punts away. It's going to be caught. Nice move right there. Getting to the right sideline. Down the right sideline. Spins off a tackle. Got a chance to take this and be tackled down. What a great punt return right there. Unfortunately, the gentleman that returned the punt is down. Now he's up. That was number 2 right there, Jacoby Jacobs, on the punt return. He's just flying down the field. That'd be close to about a 60-yard punt return right there. It was a good kick right there by Royals, but a better return by Jacobs. And it'll bring up first down and 10. So with 1:48 here to go, so Malzahn going to take it, run the toss. Nice block on the edge right there. I don't think the chain survived that one. We'll bring up second down. About 7. Malzahn under center right here. He's going to give it, and there's going to be a tackle made. They stop the player with 56 seconds left to go. Timeout for the Grizzlies. There you have 1 timeout remaining. And it'll bring up third down and 7.
So according to the down marker, it has them 3rd down and 11. And here comes the blitz. Going to turn the corner. Going to cut it back. That's a touchdown. So Hunter back, dot the I. He will run it in for the 2-point conversion. And the score will be 24-8. The cut right there on that was just special. Got to the edge, made the cut back, made 2 guys miss, then uses the speed to get to the end zone. 3 plays, 30 yards. You had 3 rushing attempts for 30 yards. The outcome was a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a 24-8 lead right here. And this game is over. So 24-8 right here. So we got the call ready. Ready for the kickoff right here. And there's the kick. It will be fielded, lateraled back. Woo! Hello. Ball returned by number 18, Marcus Norman Jr., the wide receiver. So the opening game right here of this 2025 Golden Isles Bash will go to the Jacksonville Blackhawks by a score of 24-8. If you look right here at 4 p.m., we got the Georgia Cobras and the Effingham Outlaws, and at 7 p.m., the Hilton Head Sharks and the Port Wentworth Broncos. And the Grizzlies are going to take a knee, take it to the end of the game, and that'll be it for game 1 here of this Golden Isles Bash. Your final score, the Jacksonville Blackhawks 24, the Golden Isles Grizzlies 8.
All right, Coach, talk to me a little bit about what you think about the concept of both teams heading into 2025 season.
I think that Golden Isles is going to have to rely on their defense until they figure out exactly what they want to be on offense.
And granted, they have almost a whole month. They don't have their first game until March 1st on that part.
But you got playmakers in Hayes, and you got playmakers in Demery, and, you've got a halfway decent kicking game. because, you know, you can run Royals out there and he can gets the job done well in the punting game. And you got some things to clean up, which is why you play these games. But, you know, and then from Jacksonville, you're gonna live by the blitz and die by the blitz, because they are going to send 6 and the majority of the time, or at least they did today. So this is the only, you know, data point we have for them. So if they run into somebody with a very adept short passing game or a screen game, they could be in trouble. But, you know, both teams are going to be searching for that, what they really are on offense. Jacksonville was very proficient in the run game today. As you can see, they only had 30 yards passing the entire day, whereas, you know, Golden Isle, they were held to 55 total yards the entire day. Both teams had a turnover, which, you know, if you play your scrimmage game and you get out with 1 turnover.
You got to, like, click your heels together
Yeah.
a couple times, man. That's not bad at all.
I agree. I mean, that'd been one of those things where you're thinking, okay, what's the worst thing that happened today?
No injuries.
I mean,
to me,
if we got out of this thing and
yeah.
everybody can play the first game of the year, we're good.
All right. Overall wise, and we looked at that across the board here, and we had a chance to look at both teams getting ready for a couple more games here, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Craig, you get an opportunity to call the 4 o'clock game with 2 other gentlemen, and then you're going to step away and enjoy yourself in some arena football. And Hilton Head will be called, and versus Broncos will be called by a different group. But I want to show a little bit of the highlights because it's a little fun to look at the highlights. They're out of order because I haven't figured it all out just yet because I'm not a smart man. But talk to me a little bit about this breakdown. Go ahead, sir.
Well, right here you get this kind of counter play, and they had just had a really long run, so they were trying to figure out a way to get numbers in the box. Right here you got Hayes.
I still haven't figured out the whole highlight concept of it, and I'll work on that for the second game because it just cuts it up. But that was a great.
Yeah, and
I mean,
right there at number 18.
And was this a game changer right now? And I would say yes, but then no.
Well, it kind of, I hate to say it this way, but you thought that the momentum was going to Jacksonville, and then it turned around and went to Golden Isles. But this right here was the play that changed everything. The sprint left right here, and he throws the interception. So, like, I mean, you're going to look at it. That was the biggest play to this point, and then right here.
Taking it to the house.
When you get to this point right here, I want you to watch number 10, the linebacker. He's like, oh, we got him, and he doesn't bring any arms. It's all right shoulder, and he basically just knocks the running back away from the 2 tacklers, and that's all Nicholas Grady needed to get to the sideline.
Yeah, I'll work on the highlights, man. I for some reason the extension of the play doesn't help, and then that was an interception that kind of changed the game right here.
Well, it got called back because they called targeting.
Right. But
here's the final touchdown right here. You got Ja'Cory Hunter right here. He makes a cut. And then he just runs through.
Yeah, he made it in there, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen. And then he goes back to second quarter.
This is the first touchdown of the game. Malzahn rolls to his left, and then they just slip a receiver out. And I don't think that was actually the called play, but it was a good job of ad-libbing right there. And then we're right back to the first play right there.
Yeah. I like I said, it's one of those ones that I work on constantly, trying to figure out how to make sure I properly do a recap of the game based on everything that happens. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're 30 minutes away from game number 2. Sit back and enjoy yourselves. We're going to click off, and about 5 minutes before game time, we'll have the Georgia Cobras versus the Effingham Outlaws. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman here on the Score 58 Network. Take care. Be safe out there in this crazy world, and we'll see you here in about 30 minutes. Thank you. Georgia Cobras versus the Effingham Outlaws. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman here on the Score 58 Network.
58 Live is the place to be for quality broadcast for you to see. They deliver prime coverage like Amazon. No matter what day of the week you see them on, you don't need to double check. The truth is clearer than air. Treat it like a viral video and share. There's no comparison, no equal to mention. You can see for yourself. Let it have your attention. From the beginning, you'll see what you would have hated to miss. And the recapable moment, so keep dropping the hits. Turn up the volume, grab your favorite seat, so sit back right now and enjoy what's on screen. 58 Live in the building. crew out